Well, after postponing their budget hearing due to an ongoing investigation involving GDOE Superintendent John Fernandez, GDOE presented their budget request to lawmakers this morning. PNC's Rizal Romanes reports.
The Guam Department of Education held its budget hearing this morning, but before budget talks, lawmakers expressed their disappointment in GDOE Superintendent John Fernandez's absence.
The Department of Education, as we all know, is the largest department. And we have the largest budget, correct?
That is
Government
correct.
of Guam. You and I, Mrs. Taino-Tongo, combined experience in DOE, I think we have close to 70 years, correct?
That's correct.
And has there ever been a time in our experience that the Superintendent of Education or the Director of Education had been granted annual leave around the period of the budget hearing, especially if the budget hearing is pending? Do you recall any time in your experience?
During my experience, no.
Education Oversight Chair Senator Narissa Underwood says the Guam Education Board's decision to grant Fernandez leave in such a crucial time is questionable.
Mr. Superintendent, Mr. Fernandez is being paid $150,000 a year. And this is one of the most important functions of the superintendent, and I believe that you and I know that. So I just want to express my disappointment over your decision.
I just decided, since I was informed that the investigation is going, that his presence really should not be at the department.
As for GDOE's budget request for fiscal year 2017, the department is asking for $326 million, which is a 40% increase or $93.8 million increase over the department's FY16 appropriation. According to documents presented at the hearing, the budget can be broken down to 68% personnel, 23% operations, which includes contractual services, supplies, and equipment, 5% utilities, and 4% capital outlay.
BVMR has released $187 million, and DOA has paid us $160 million.
And so with $160 million, you've managed to open and close a school year and get ready, almost ready to open a new school year. But you're asking for 295. I mean, for 325 this year.
So again, as we put the budget together, we took input from our stakeholders. We took a look at the Adequate Education Act, and using all of those different things, we came up with that amount.
How have you managed to operate into the 9th year? I mean, you've closed the school year, obviously.
Well, obviously, we're not meeting all of our mandates.
Vice Speaker BJ Cruz also questioned two expenses, FESPAC and the new GDOE headquarters in Tizon.
Under what authority was that money expended? Right. Who certified those funds as available to be expended? Under which category?
Basically, what we tried to do was not expend additional funding. I understood that the FESPAC committee would pay us back for additional funding.
As for the new GDOE headquarters being constructed in Tizon,
why wasn't the current GDOE office adequate that necessitated building brand new offices?
Taitano explains that GDOE is not part of the negotiations with Cortec and the Tizon property, and that Cortec deals directly with the governor's office.
With the fact that the government of Guam has a FY 2015 cumulative general fund deficit of about $120 million, now more than ever, we all have to understand that increasing expenditures against potentially declining or flat revenue levels may not be realistic. We may all have to come to that realization either now or at some time in the future.